In the world of classic automobiles, few vehicles capture the spirit of the late 90s quite like a super mint condition 1999 model, and when one has been preserved so carefully over the decades, it becomes more than just a car. It turns into a time capsule that tells a story of style, engineering, and design choices that defined an era. The appeal of a 1999 car in pristine condition lies in the way it bridges the gap between modern technology and old-school automotive simplicity. At the time, manufacturers were beginning to explore digital displays, advanced safety systems, and sleeker aerodynamic designs, while still retaining the mechanical reliability and straightforward engineering that enthusiasts love. Seeing such a vehicle today, still shining as though it just rolled off the showroom floor, makes one appreciate the level of dedication it takes to maintain it to such perfection. Paintwork that still gleams without swirl marks, chrome trim that hasn't dulled, and rubber seals around windows and doors that remain soft and intact all point toward the obsessive care given by owners who knew what they had. Looking at the exterior, a Super Mint 1999 model immediately sets itself apart with its proportions and styling cues that were unique to that year. Unlike the more angular designs of the 80s or the more fluid curves of the mid-2000s, the late 90s were a blend of sharp lines and subtle curves, giving cars of that era a distinctive identity. A vehicle from 1999 that has been maintained without dents, scratches, or fading paint almost looks surreal today because most examples on the road have seen decades of wear and tear. The headlights on a mint condition model would be crystal clear instead of yellowed, the wheels would look as though they'd never scraped a curb, and the factory paint would still carry that deep, original shine. Even details like badges, emblems, and license plate frames can look brand new if properly preserved, showing that the car has been more of a collectible than just daily transportation. The interior is where the true magic of preservation really shines, because stepping inside a mint condition 1999 car is like traveling back in time. The scent of the materials, whether cloth, leather, or vinyl, remains as it was more than 2 decades ago, which is something that cannot be replicated once lost. The seats, dashboard, and carpeting would show almost no signs of use, with buttons and switches still clicking firmly into place as if they were never touched. In the late 90s, manufacturers were experimenting with new ergonomics and tech, so features like CD players, cassette decks, early navigation systems, or analog dials with subtle digital inserts could all be found depending on the model. To see those features still fully functional without peeling buttons or cracked dashboards speaks to the level of care such a car has received. Even the smallest details, like the original floor mats, factory stickers on the sun visors, or untouched trunk linings, make the interior of a mint 1999 vehicle an incredible time machine. Mechanically, a super mint condition 1999 car often surprises enthusiasts with how well it performs compared to modern expectations. Engines from that era were designed for durability and smoothness, often without the overly complex electronics that define today's vehicles. If properly maintained, they start up instantly, idle smoothly, and deliver the kind of responsive driving feel that modern cars sometimes lack due to excessive computer intervention. Many models from 1999 featured naturally aspirated engines that gave linear power delivery, manual transmissions that felt solid and engaging, and automatic transmissions that were built to last. A mint example would likely have exceptionally low mileage or at least a comprehensive maintenance record showing oil changes, fluid replacements, and careful storage conditions. Even suspension components, brakes, and exhaust systems would look close to new, proving the car hasn't been subjected to harsh roads or neglect. What makes such a car even more fascinating is the rarity of finding one in this condition today. The majority of 1999 models were daily drivers, racking up hundreds of thousands of miles and being exposed to weather, accidents, and years of wear. For one to survive in flawless shape means it was either stored as a collector's piece or owned by someone who treated it like a family jewel. This rarity naturally boosts its desirability among collectors and enthusiasts who crave the nostalgia of owning something from that era. It's not just about driving the car but also about preserving a piece of automotive history. Owning a super mint condition 1999 vehicle means holding on to a physical reminder of how cars were built before the full digital revolution took over, when design was bold yet practical, and when driving was still very much a mechanical experience. The market value of such vehicles is also an interesting point. While not all 1999 cars are considered classics or high-dollar collectibles, the ones that have survived in pristine condition are often valued much higher than their worn-out counterparts. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for originality, authenticity, and the kind of presentation that makes a car stand out at shows or auctions. For some models, especially sports cars, luxury sedans, or performance editions, the appreciation can be significant. Even more standard models in mint condition gain attention simply because of how rare it is to see them preserved so perfectly. Original paperwork, service books, and factory accessories like spare keys or toolkits only add to the overall value and authenticity, making the car even more desirable. Another remarkable aspect of experiencing a mint 1999 car is the hidden features that many people may have forgotten about. Cars from that era often had unique design touches, like hidden storage compartments, early keyless entry systems, fold-flat seats, or even quirky dashboard layouts that modern cars no longer use. Some models had cutting-edge safety for the time, such as side airbags or traction control, while others showcased convenience with power-adjustable seats, premium audio systems, or sunroofs that gave a luxury feel. Rediscovering these features in perfect working condition can feel like uncovering treasures from the past, reminding enthusiasts how innovative that era really was. Ultimately, a super mint condition 1999 vehicle is more than just a car. It's a carefully preserved artifact that carries the craftsmanship, culture, and character of the late 90s into today's world. Whether it's admired for its design, driven for its engaging performance, or collected for its rarity, such a vehicle holds an irreplaceable charm. It represents an era when cars were transitioning into the modern age while still holding on to analog roots. To come across one that has been kept in immaculate condition is to experience not only nostalgia but also the deep respect of an owner who understood its value long before others did. In a world where most cars from that time have faded into memory, a mint 1999 example stands as a shining reminder that true automotive passion is not just about the newest model, but about preserving history in its purest, most authentic form.